Hey everybody, I'm Lisa Wigfall. This is part 2, dessert time. We're actually still in the hotel, Home 2 Suites. The dinner was incredibly delicious. Check out that video. But hey, these apples, they have downstairs in the lobby. And I'm like, hey, let's do dessert. So I started off with 3. I had 2 and I went back downstairs to get a 3rd apple. This is the knife. So I have a semi-dull paring knife. So I am just peeling this quickly as I can, safely. And I'm going to dice them up. Or the last one. So then I'll show you after, but a little muscle power. And since I'm going to be cooking these, I wasn't really worried about using lemon, which I did have lemon packets because they had them down there for tea. All right, so I know I probably make you guys nervous cutting. Doing the best that I can. Okay. Gonna quarter this. Then get rid of this core. All right, push that to the side. Okay, next half. Yeah, so what do you do on a snowy, icy evening? And they only have like cookies and candy downstairs. What do? Get some of their apples and use the opportunity and make yourself a dessert. So let's finish dicing up. Let me just wipe that off with the remaining here. All right, dice these up. Oh, by the way, did I say what I'm making? I'm making a mock apple crisp. Okay, so these are Granny Smiths, so I tasted it already. It was a little tart, but we're gonna fix that. Okay. And to save time, I'm gonna soften the apples a little bit in the microwave. All right, so 3 apples I've diced up. Gonna add a little bit of water. And just to kind of pre-cook them, I'm gonna put them in 3 minutes. All right, so I already used the vegan buttery spread. So this is actually gonna be a vegan dessert. Vegan buttery spread from Trader Joe's that I picked up. I like to do reduced sugar when I can. So I'm going to combine the Whole Earth stevia blend. Well, Whole Earth is a blend of actually stevia and monk fruit. No sugar. And then also, of course, with the coffee, they have the sugar in the raw. I did bring some from home too, so I did not like take all of these, but sugar in the raw, the butter, the sugar, and we do not go anywhere when we leave out of town without oatmeal because our child every day in the morning will want oatmeal. So the new flavor is raisin, date, and walnut. So this is actually going to be the crisp part of the apple crisp. Okay, so meanwhile, we have here at Home 2 Suites, you just go down to the front desk, request the stovetop. They have somewhere it says ask about a stovetop. So we used it already for dinner. Let me know how you like the recipe for dinner. We're going to give this an opportunity to warm up. This is their induction stove that they have. The range here is 10 to 20. And it worked good for the salmon on 10. So we're going to keep it on 10. I'm not going to mess up a good thing and then burn things up. And let me just get ready. Let's see, I am actually going to pre-open up. I'm going to start off with, I think, let's start off with the odd number 5 of these sugar packets. Okay. Be creative, use resources. So, yeah, this is for coffee, but they also had apples. So combine the sugar and the apples and you can have dessert. You can have your dinner and dessert too. So this is, I got 2 more. This packet 4. It's a little tardy, so hopefully this is enough, but it's a high sugar content in the oatmeal packet, so hopefully that will work. So we've kind of pre-opened that. We've got 13 seconds left, and hopefully that apples will be tender. Well, pre-tendered. Meanwhile, skillet's getting warm. Now for this, when I tried to turn it on, it didn't turn on until I actually put the skillet on it. Okay. Oh yeah. Pre-cooking. Oh, they smell good. They're tendered. Okay, and let's put, we're gonna do a guesstimate. Let's put like, I don't know, eyeball it. You always eyeball. It's all in the eyeball. So that's like 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons. All right, and we'll see if that's enough. Then we're gonna add in the apples. Look at that. Yep, add that in. This is going to be delicious if I say so myself. So we're gonna let that, and pre-cooking it for the 3 minutes cuts down on time that you actually need it in here. You're gonna let those get a little tender. I'm gonna probably do this, well, nah, we're not gonna do, we're just gonna eyeball it. Just let that be in the skillet. I'm actually going to add a little bit more butter. Just a little bit. You don't have to, but you know, butter is my friend. Not butter, but like, you know, healthy butter. Well, the butter that you like could be healthy too. But anyway, this is what I like. Stop while you can. You're digging a hole. Okay, while that's cooking, let's sprinkle on that, and then that's gonna kind of caramelize. Let's get a little bit, you guys watch that for me. Yeah, so why am I doing 2? I don't know why. Let's just take the cap off because I could not open that trying to be smooth. So for me, my body doesn't process sugar too great. It has nothing to do with being diabetic or anything like that. It's just how my body works. So I recognize that, and I do low sugar or reduced sugar as much as I can. So being that these are Granny Smith apples, I typically, this is not my go-to apple, but hey, they're in a basket downstairs and they want you to have them. So these are Granny Smith. So I'm gonna poke it and we're gonna just stir this around. I think what I'm going to do, I opened up 5 sugar packets. I am going to add 2 more sugar packets. And if you'll see, because we already pre-cooked the apples, you can tell they're starting to actually almost look like applesauce consistency. So for this, I don't want as much juice, so I am going to see if I can turn this up. Yep. I'm going to turn it to 15 just to kind of cook down a little bit of this. But in the meantime, let's just check and see how the apples are doing. And you see, the fork goes right in. All right, so those are actually nice and tender. All right, oh yes, so I said I was going to add 2 more packets of sugar, so actually I only had 2 more out. All right, so just going to sprinkle this in. Apple crisp, baby. That's what we're making. In the hotel room on their induction stovetop electrical device. Okay. Alrighty. This is going to call for some coffee. All right, yeah, so I'm trying to let this cook down. I'm going to let this cook down about another minute. But you see it's bubbling up pretty well. All right, looks good. Another minute, and then I'm going to add in 1 packet of the topping. Now, fun fact, you can actually do this same thing, and this will become a consistency where it's stewed apples right now. You can serve that if you eat pork chops, turkey, or dressing, or tofurkey. You can do this, and then it's stewed apples. Next thing that you could do from this same blend, you could come in, look close, and then here you can look, and then you can actually puree this or let it cook all the way down, and then it will become applesauce. So all of this from apples, and applesauce is so easy. You can put apples just like this, just like I did. Put it in a slow cooker, and then it'll cook all the way down, and then you will have applesauce. And then you could just do an immersion blender, boom, it's done. But let's add in the oatmeal. All right, we're going to sprinkle that on the top. Yeah, I think I'm going to stir this one in, so it's almost like it's going to be like a tabletop pie. This looks delicious, I'm just saying. And you see how it's cooking down? The sugars are kind of cooking down all together. All right. Quaker. I'm just saying, Quaker, this is up on your highlight list. This is raisins, dates, and walnuts, and I'm just saying, the raisins must have went on strike. Okay, and let's just do this on top. Another couple of minutes, and then this is ready. Quick, simple. You can do this at home. You don't have to be like near stranded, and mostly everything is closed to do this, but it's just something, you know, to kind of get a little sweetness. Right, and this is about done. I'm going to turn it down to 10. Give it a little shimmy shake. And if you need it sweeter, actually, let me, before I actually plate it, I'm going to try and taste this where if I could cool it off. So you can do a little taste test just to make sure it is sweet enough for your liking. Oh, that's sweet. It's actually good. All right, let's let this cook. I'm going to turn it down. I don't want to cook down all the juices, but just to let the oats get a little sweet and tender. So actually, I don't want that to cook. I'm going to let that finish cooking for another minute. But apple crisp, oatmeal packets, and hey, if you're in the hotel more than one night, most hotels serve breakfast. Part of the breakfast variety includes oatmeal, so they provide pretty much what you need. Here we are. We're going to now serve it up. Unfortunately, they were about to throw me out. Not physically, but, you know, they were trying to go home so they could get home before dark, before the roads ice up. So I said all of that to say I was trying to get some ice cream. But the buzzer went off before I got to that aisle. Okay, so here you are. Stovetop apple crisp, made in the hotel. This is it. It smells delicious, looks delicious, and again, this did not take long. I didn't speed anything up. Microwave just to tenderize the apples. We're gonna cool this off, give it a little taste, and we'll wrap it up. Oh, smell it. Smells so good. All right, let's get a taste test. This is really good. There you have it. Apple crisp made from Granny Smith apples and Quaker Oats raisin walnut date oatmeal packets. This is amazing. I hope that you enjoyed part 2 of cooking in the hotel during an icy snowstorm in the Triad area of North Carolina. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, share it. If you are not part of the YouTube channel of ours, definitely subscribe. Hit that button right there, bing, and then hit all so you can be notified of any new videos. And most of all, have a wonderful day. Enjoy yourself, and most of all, remember to live, love, laugh, and smile. That's it. Bye-bye.